Behind the wheel, we've got something that will surely get your attention.
News Channel 8 at 5 starts now.
Live. With coverage you can count on. This is News Channel 8 at 5.
People living in one neighborhood getting to the root of the damage caused by wild winds. Good evening, I'm Jocelyn Memento.
And I'm Keith Coombs. The whipping winds making for a crazy kind of a day here in Connecticut.
The wind's so powerful in New London that a building facade collapsed. In other places, it's the trees making a mess. News Channel 8's Tina Detel has more from Jewett City, where the cleanup is on.
These roots were not enough to anchor a tree in Jewett City. At about 5:30 this morning, it went down with a bang.
It sounded like it hit our roof, and that's what woke us up. That's how loud it was.
And that tree was so heavy, as you can see, it actually bent this top pole of the fence, and it was so long, we're told it went halfway across the street. These pictures show the size of the tree and the close call for the High Street neighborhood before town workers turned it into firewood. Another close call in New London, where firefighters tore down the facade of this State Street building after the wood panels came loose and threatened the sidewalk and street below.
There was a piece missing, and after that, I guess someone probably called it in, said there was danger because it was flapping. There's like 3 pieces that were flapping in the wind, and so we're ready to go.
Across the Thames River, the threat of a swaying utility stack at Pfizer Pharmaceuticals sent workers out of several manufacturing buildings. They weren't allowed back for about 3 hours when a structural engineer gave them the okay. This swaying utility pole in North Stonington kept cars away from the intersection of Boom Bridge Road.
And when the wind blows, it sways the wind about 4 or 5 feet in either direction, ready to come down at any time. So I got the whole area blocked off just so no traffic can come through and get hurt.
It was something out there. That was Tina Detel reporting. Dozens of people throughout the state are also without power at this hour. Right now, Connecticut Light and Power has nearly 500 customers in the dark.
Wet and not so windy out there right now.
That's right, Jeff, but there are other problems outside?
Yeah, the wind has died down. We still have wind gusts a little bit over 20 in the Groton, New London area, but most of the state seeing much lighter winds. Here are some of the peak wind gusts today, and as Tina's report would have implied, the heaviest winds in eastern Connecticut, 49 miles an hour in Voluntown, East Haddam at 45, 41 miles per hour at Benny Dover Jackson Middle School. That's in New London. Right now, well, I know that says Hartford, but it should actually say New London. That is the Thames River you're looking at. There is some pretty thick fog along the Thames and along much of the shoreline. There is a dense fog advisory in effect. I expect that will be gone within the next hour, because once we have a cold front come through, and it's going to be coming through later this evening, we will see the end of the fog and the end of the rain on the radar right now across the Northeast. You can see we have a chance for still some more showers through at least the short part of this evening. But Keith and Jocelyn, things will be significantly different tomorrow. We'll talk about that. And when I come back, also Gil Simmons is on the Connecticut River in Middletown. We're going to talk about the chance of flooding, because that looms high over the next few days. Back with that in just a little while.